let's get started. Okay, feel, the bones that you sit on, they're actually called sits bones. So feel them pressing into the mat. Let your spine be tall, the crown of your head lifted to the sky. Deep inhale in through the nose. Notice the quality of the air is a little bit cool. Fill your ribs and your abdomen. Exhaling. Notice the quality of the air has become warm. So just take 3 deep inhales and exhales. You can close your eyes if you like or keep them open. Gently flutter your eyes open if they're closed. Place your palms by your side, touching the mat with your fingertips. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale down. Bring the palms together behind the mat. Interlace the fingers behind. So I'll turn to the side. Interlacing fingers behind the sacrum. Gentle here, so we don't want to pull too much, just a little bit of the palms together. If you can get your palms to touch, that's good, but if the palms are separated, that's fine too. Let's set an intention for this practice that we're going to take this practice one breath at a time. If you have a strap, go ahead and grab your strap. I have one somewhere. And if you don't, let's see, I left it over there. If you don't, you can use a belt or a towel. This is a yoga strap. They can be purchased on Amazon. I purchased this one on Amazon. You can get them from other places as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to open the shoulders. So you can take the strap and place it over your left shoulder. Okay. All right. So we've got it kind of just draped over. We're going to inhale the arms up and exhaling them down. Inhale up. Feel like you're pressing something up, and then as you exhale, feel like you're resisting gravity. Don't just let momentum or gravity bring your arms down. Inhaling up and exhale down. Very nice. Let your left arm come up and exhale, bend the elbow, grab the strap. Okay. Then with your opposite hand, you're going to send your hand behind your back and find the bottom of that strap, and you'll grab it. I'm going to turn around so that you can see. Okay. So you're here, you're grabbing the bottom. Good. So gentle stretches here, so not pulling on so much that it's causing any pain. This is pain-free. And then if you're flexible enough, maybe you don't even need the strap and you can grab your fingers, and maybe not. Wherever you're at is just fine. And on your next exhale, we'll release the hands down, and then we'll switch the strap to the opposite side. Now we're going to inhale the arms up. We're just warming up the arms here, and exhale down. Taking one breath at a time. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Good. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down. Lift your right arm up. So I've got my left, but it's okay. You'll grab that strap, reach back with the opposite hand, grabbing the bottom of the strap. So we're just doing the other side. So if you started on the right side and now you're on the left side, you started on the left side, now you're on the right side. It's okay. Just whichever side you're on is fine. You could walk the fingers together a little bit closer, not pulling too much in the shoulders or the arms. Seeing maybe if fingers touch or not. And breathe. Welcome. So glad you're here. Exhaling. Release the hands. I'm going to set the strap aside for now. All right. So, my intention for this practice this morning is for us to have an upper body arm workout. So, that's going to mean planks. That's going to mean down dogs. It's going to mean moving, especially like when we're moving through the air, we're not just like moving our arms like this, right? We're actually as if we have weights on our arms and we're trying to press that up. And if we have something that we're trying to press down, it's going to help build upper body strength. All right. So we're going to roll the shoulders, inhaling here. And exhaling as well. And rolling the other way. Good. Planks, side planks, down dogs. All right, so we're going to take the ear to one shoulder and then to the other. We're just starting to warm up the neck, warm up the shoulders. You can stay on one side a little bit longer if you like, for maybe a couple of breaths. Remember to follow me, please, so you know when I go live. All right. So we're going to once again come to hands and knees. If you've been following along, we did this hands and knee exercise yesterday. All right. Sinking the abdomen, lifting the crown of the head and tailbone. So cat-cowing is a very awesome thing to do. Kind of wake up the spine. Does anybody notice a difference in today's yoga room? All right, we're going to tuck those toes. We're going to send the hips up to the sky. Soft down dog. So keeping the knees bent, letting the head hang, gently stretching one heel toward the mat, then bending that knee, stretching the other heel toward the mat, and bending that knee. Your fingers are spread nice and wide. All right, and then we're going to come back down. So we did some down dog, and we're going to place palms underneath shoulders here. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Inhaling, and then as you exhale, lift your right leg up, left arm forward. Point and flex the toes. Rotate the wrist and ankle. And then exhale, draw the elbow and knee together. And draw that navel in toward the spine. Inhale back up. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Should be starting to feel, exhale in, that right shoulder as it's supporting us in this pose start to warm up. All right, and then send both palm and knee down. Plant your left wrist underneath your left shoulder. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. And we're going to exhale. We're going to send this arm, the right arm, they call threading the needles. So thread it underneath the forearm of the planted hand and then coming down to the mat, maybe touching the upper arm on the mat. All right, coming back out of this on your next exhale. Inhaling the fingers up to the sky, exhale down. All right, we're going to do that on the opposite side. So we're going to send the right arm forward, left arm back. So just readjust the left palm. Make sure that palm is underneath the shoulder. All right. Point and flex the toes. Breathe. Rotate ankle and wrist. Doing really good. And then on your next exhale, you'll draw your elbow and your knee together. Navel raises to the spine on the exhale and inhale back out. Exhale in. Round the spine as you do so and inhaling out. Three more times. Smile. And inhaling out. And exhale, plant the palm down underneath the shoulder, knee underneath the hip. Move the shoulders from side to side. As you do so, move the hips from side to side. Good. You'll move one shoulder toward the same hip on the same side. Go the other side. Your gaze will go from right to left. All right. Come back to center and midline. Tuck the toes underneath. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you'll press your toes and palms into the mat, lifting your hips up to the sky, walking the dog here, downward facing dog. On your next exhale, we'll begin to walk the palms back toward the feet, moving them about a half a palm's length back, one at a time. Good. Planting your hands on your shins or your knees, pull or roll your shoulders back away, back and down, and then lift the chest, opening the heart forward. Your gaze should still be down more at the center of your mat here. Good. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, sink down, rolling the spine down, planting the hands on the mat, and walking the hands back out. Breathing, taking this once again, one breath at a time, coming all the way into plank pose. In any of these plank poses, feel free to come down to your knees if it's just too much on your arms or your upper body. You're doing great. Deep inhale and exhales here. And then on your next exhale, we're going to release down like we're doing a push-up down. So push the toes into the floor, shift the shoulders over the palms, elbows are hugged in tight in toward the ribs. Point the toes, inhaling, peeling the shoulders, the chest away from the mat, and exhale down. Tucking the toes underneath, pressing the hips up to the sky, once again in downward facing dog. Adjusting your feet, maybe walking them up just a half of a step, a half of a foot's length. Walking the dog here one knee at a time. Just glance up at your palms. Make sure that the fingers are spread nice and wide and that you're pressing the outside edges of your palm into the mat. The fingers are also evenly pressed into the mat here. Whew. Definitely, this is a great workout for the upper body, for the major organs in the torso, rolling shoulders back and down and coming into plank pose. All right. Deep inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to let your left leg float up to the sky. Good. You can do this with your right knee down. I'm demonstrating modification here. Now I'm coming back up. Send your foot down, roll shoulders back and down, lower your body down to the mat, point the toes, inhale the chest and torso away from the mat, and exhale down. Nice. Tuck the toes under, press palms and toes into the mat. Begin to lift the body away from the floor, sending hips to the sky, once again in downward facing dog. Walk the dog here, maybe stepping the feet up just half a foot's length or so. Your body may be different. You may not need to step up. You might need to step back. Just adjust your body, adjust your feet, check in with your hands. And then on your next exhale, you're going to shift your shoulders over your palms once again, maybe stepping the feet back a couple of inches, coming over the palms, rolling shoulders back and down. On your next exhale, let your right leg float up to parallel to the floor. Good. Hold here. Deep inhale and exhale. Breathe through it. You're doing awesome. Keep up with it. Lower that foot down. Deep inhale. And then lower the body down to the mat. Do you feel it in your arms? Point the toes. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, peel the shoulders, the chest away from the mat. Then exhale down. Great. Tuck the toes under. Press the hips up to the sky and downward facing dog. Deep inhale, and then as you exhale, we're going to walk the feet all the way to the front of the mat. Inhaling to halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. You'll see my mug. I'm going to grab blocks if you have them. Inhale to halfway up and exhale, forward folding. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale the arms up nice and wide. Coming up over, arms good. Exhale, hands in front of heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping those blocks nearby. Planting the hands down on the mat, bending the knees just as much as you need. And then we're going to step back with the right foot. Grabbing the block and planting it on the inside of your front foot. We're going to inhale the left arm up to the sky. Getting a gentle twist here, pressing your back heel toward the back wall. Exhale that hand down. Remove the block. Plant the hand down. Meet in high runner's lunge. Knee is welcome here. Plant the hands around the front foot. Step back, meeting in downward facing dog. Excellent. All right, send the knees down toward the floor. Bring palms directly underneath the shoulders. We're going to inhale this left arm up to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to thread the needle underneath the front forearm. Excellent. Go ahead and slide that hand out. Keep going until your upper arm and shoulder come to the mat and your left ear comes down to the mat as well. So here we are meeting in thread the needle pose. One more deep breath here. And then as you exhale, press your planted hand into the mat, straighten your right arm. Inhale your left arm up to the sky and exhale down. Good. Deep inhale and exhale, press your hips up to the sky. Walk the dog here. Maybe you're starting to notice that your heels are a little bit closer to the mat than they were at the beginning of the practice. It's okay to keep a bend in the knees. All right. Looking up between the hands, we're going to walk, step or jump all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale to halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in those knees. Dip the hips. Inhale the arms up, up, out, up all the way to the sky. Palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan diving down. Grabbing the left block, keeping it near. Deep inhale, planting your hands on your knees, coming to halfway up. Heart opens forward, shoulders are rolled back and down. Breathe here. We're strengthening the mid-back muscles. All right, like a ninja. Exhale down. Plant your left hand, right hand down onto the mat. We're just keeping the block nearby for now. And then you're going to step back with your left foot, meeting in a high runner's lunge. Bring your block on the inside of your right foot. Plant your hand on the block. You can set it on any setting that works best for you. So you can do the highest setting, the lowest setting, or the middle setting. I'm going to inhale the arm up overhead. So this is our right arm going up to the sky. So we're introducing a twist here, as well as sending that back heel, pressing it toward the back wall. Awesome job. Awesome, awesome. Whew, deep breath and exhale down. Good. Remove the block. Plant the hands around that front foot and then slide your front foot back. Press the hips up to the sky. Step up with the toes and lift your hips to the sky, meeting in downward facing dog. Walking the dog here. Yeah, you're doing good. One breath at a time. On your next exhale, just glance up at the mat between your thumbs and walk the feet forward all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale to halfway up, rolling shoulders back and down, opening the heart forward in front of you, working the mid-back muscles. Breathe. And exhale down, bending the knees, sinking the hips down, sweeping the arms out wide, inhaling them up to the sky. Exhaling hands to heart center. Inhaling arms up overhead. Exhale, swan diving down. Inhale to halfway up. Exhale, planting the hands around the feet, stepping back with your right foot. Meeting in high runner's lunge here. Pressing into the right foot. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, come all the way up. Good. Inhaling here. Exhale, hands behind the sacrum. Send your shoulders back and down. And exhale, palms up to the sky. Deep inhale. And then exhale, swan dive down over the front bent knee. Plant the hands, fingers are spread nice and wide on the mat. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Good. We're going to slide. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a balance slash just a workout here. Strengthening the shoulders. Now just test the waters here. So begin to shift your weight over to your left. So gently begin to just lift your right hand away from the mat. And if you're good there, then we're going to continue on. If you're not, if you're finding trouble with that, then just stay here in downward facing dog. So take a deep breath, let the head hang. For just a moment, if you need to glance, watch me first and then try, okay? Deep inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to slide your hand back, 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 back. So this is going to be your right hand moving back toward your left, where the fingers are pointed toward the left ankle. Good. If this is too much, come out of it immediately, okay? Do not do this if it's painful. And then bring your palm back so that we meet in downward facing dog. Excellent. You're going to inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, sweep that right leg through, shift shoulders over palms, coming into high runner's lunge. Whoops, sorry about that. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, send arms up to the sky as we meet in crescent lunge. On your next exhale, release palms back down. Kick off the back foot, shift your weight forward, and step up. Inhaling to halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, bending knees, dipping the hips down, sweeping the arms out nice and wide, and inhaling all the way up to standing. Good. Palms touch. Exhale, hands in front of heart center. We're almost done with today's workout. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway up. Exhale, roll down. Plant the hands around your feet. Step back with your left foot. Press into your front foot. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to come up all the way to crescent lunge. Good. Shoulders should feel as if they're relaxing away from the ears. And exhale down. Great work. Slide your foot back, pressing into downward facing dog. Walking the dog here once again. Fingers are spread nice and wide away from each other. All right, and then on your next exhale, begin to shift your weight over to your right palm. You can keep your feet, like the weight on the feet, just slightly shifted over to the right foot, but you still have weight on the left foot as well. On your next exhale, begin to test the waters with that left palm, gently lifting it off of the floor. Now, just if you're not ready for this, just stay in down dog. If your right shoulder is just shaking way too much, if it's too painful, stay in down dog. All right, I'm going to send, if you're ready, that left palm, the left fingertips pointed toward the right ankle. Breathe. And then exhale that palm back. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to lift the right leg up to the sky. And on your next exhale, glance between your thumbs. Sweep the leg down and through, drawing your shoulders as you do so over your wrists. Bend the knees toward the elbow and then plant that right foot, the left foot in between the hands. Deep inhale here, and as you exhale, send the arms forward and up. And exhale, hands behind the sacrum here. Good. Press the back heel toward the back wall. Ooh, my hair. to see you, and it was in my face. Oh, good. Okay. Whew. This is even balance challenge here, so great work. We're almost done. Exhale, release the palms. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms down and around that front foot. You can plant your fingertips down, bend into the front knee, kick off in the back foot, shift your weight to the front, and step forward on your exhale. Good. Plant the hands on the knees or the shins. Inhale to halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees just a bit. Sink the hips just a bit. Inhale the arms out nice and wide, coming up with a flat back with the palms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands in front of heart center. Great. All right, we are going to transition down to the floor. We've been doing awesome today. How are you feeling? Leave me some comments. Let me know how this practice was for you. Exhale, roll down. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock the knees from side to side. Bring the knees to center. Exhale, the feet to the sky. And once again, we're going to gentle massage, encouraging lymph and blood flow to come down the legs, down, down, down. Just encouraging lymph to help our bodies detox. Good. So bring your forearms, your elbows down by your side. Hug them in nice and tight. Press the heels up to the sky. Straighten the legs. Press the heels up. Flex the feet. If you need your strap, you can grab it. You can actually use that here. I will demonstrate. Good. And breathe. Release the strap. If you decided to use it, hug the knees into the chest. Separate the knees apart. Push them together. Make circles with the knees in separate directions. Rotate the opposite way. Good. Send your feet down. Grab a block. Press the feet into the mat. Let your hips raise off of the floor. Slide that block either on its lowest setting underneath the sacrum, or if you would like, you can set it on a higher setting. Just kind of see what works best for you. Make sure it feels supported, that it's on the back of your sacrum. So the block should be like the area between, like right below the belly, right here. The block should be supporting that from underneath. Smile. Breathe. All right. Remove the block out from underneath the body, and vertebrae by vertebrae, bring the back down to the floor from top to bottom. Extend the legs out long. Send your arms out to your sides at about a 45-degree angle with the palms up. And here we're going to stay for just a minute or so as we wrap up this practice in Shavasana. Anytime your mind wanders, just bring your awareness back to your breath. Begin to take a deep inhale and exhale that all the way. Wiggle fingers and toes. Point and flex the feet. Bend the knees, drawing the soles of the feet under the knees, and shift the weight so you can turn over to your favorite side. This is a good practice today. On your next exhale, you're going to press your palms into the mat. Come all the way up to seated. Thank you so much. The divine light and grace that is in me recognizes the divine light and grace that is in you. Namaste.